Hello, everybody. Keith here. Today's game will be the 1969 Mets. Will be playing at the 1969 Atlanta Braves. Now, most people know that the Mets in 1969 won the World Series. They won 100 games and they lost 62. But did you know that the team they faced in the National League Championship Series was the 69 Braves with Hank Aaron? The 69 Braves went 93 and 69 and were the National League West champs. So today pitching in the outfield will be for the Braves will be in left field, Philippe Liu. He has a 0 throwing arm, 3 range, and 2 errors. Center fielder Tony Gonzalez +5 throwing arm. Right fielder Hank Aaron. Third baseman Clete Boyer. Shortstop for the Braves is Jackson. Second baseman for the Braves is Milan. First baseman for the Braves is Cepeda, and catcher is Didier, who's a +5. All right, so first up for the Mets will be Tommy Agee, and the roll is 81, and so that will be a possible hit for Tommy Agee. Now we got a 1 there, so we got a roll. Let's see what we got. 41. 41 is a range check, so that's not going to affect the hit. So the hit will be, let's see what it is. Okay, so off the board, we got an 85. So that will be a home run chance for Tommy Agee. Now we're going to subtract 20. So here's the Fulton County Stadium card. We're going to subtract 21 because the knuckleball field Niekro doesn't allow a lot of home runs. So we're going to subtract 21 from this row. 71, so it's going to be a 50. So that'll be a home run. So Tommy Agee leads off the game with a home run. And right off the bat, the Mets are ahead 1-0. And next up will be Wayne Garrett. Will be up for them. Mets. And he rolls a 76, and that is going to be a flyout. So Wayne Garrett will fly out to the center fielder. Next up will be Kenny Boswell, the New York Mets. Here's the windup and the pitch. 39 is going to be a ground out to the first baseman. 2 outs. Next up will be Cleon Jones, the cleanup hitter for the Mets. 0-1 will be a walk, but Phil Niekro is -3 on walks. Phil Niekro is -3 on walks, so the lowest walks become strikeouts. Lowest walks becomes ground balls, so that will be a ground out for Phil Niekro. And we'll get an 8, so that'll be a ground out 4-3. So the Mets get 1. We're going to the bottom of the first. And the score is the Mets 1, the Braves 0. So, defensively for the Mets, we have Swoboda in left field. He's a 0 arm. Agee in center field. He is a -10. Jones in right. He's a +5. We'll have Garrett at third. Harrelson at short. Boswell at second. Kranepool at first. And Jerry Grote is a -15 to stealing. And we got 19. So that looks like it's going to be a ground ball. But we got that 1, so it looked like we got a ground out. So it looks like we got a ground out to the righty. Looks like we got a ground out to shortstop. 15, and it's not a range check, so that has a ground out 6-3 for a win. 1 away. Next up will be Felix Milan. And the roll is 38. And that will be a ground out to third baseman. Let's see if we have an error check. 92 will be an error check on the third baseman. Now, Garrett is an error of 5, so we're going to see if that's an error. And 6, so there's no error, and it's out 5-3. Next up is Hammer and Hank Aaron. And 71, that is going to be a flyout into left field. 3 outs. And now the Mets come up to bat. Phil Niekro is pitching to Ed Crane. Top of the second inning. 74, that could be a flyout to center field. 81, that will be a platoon, that will be a triple X check. So let's roll the dice and see what we got. 35. So for 35, his next double is a ground rule double. So the runners only advance third base on the ground rule double for the next double in the game. All right. So meanwhile, Ed Kranepool flied out to center field. Next up will be Ron Swoboda. And the pitch. And we got 99. That is going to be a hit for Swoboda. 2 check. And we also got an X play. So we'll go to the X chart before we check the hit. So that was a 2. 37. If grounder, so it's not a ground ball. So you got to check on Swoboda's hit now. So Swoboda is going to hit this ball into left field. And his hit is a 73, and that is going to be a single. So Swoboda will be on first base. And we have a runner on first, with 1 out. Next up, Jerry Grote. 95, that will be a hit for Grote. So Grote hits it to the opposite field, to the right field, and that will be a 39, and that will be a single for Grote. And Swoboda will go to second. He has the option of going to third on a hit to right field. So, runner advancement tagging, runner advancement singles doubles. So, it's going to be, it's a single to right field. You want to go first and third base. So, it's going to be -5 for the run, and the right fielder, Aaron. So, it's going to be 44, so he's going to stay on second base. Spud Harrelson is going to be up. Runners on first and second for the Mets. 96, and that is going to be another hit, possibly. 73, another X play. A single or double, automatic range check. So if this is a single or double, we're going to do a range check. 31 is going to be a single. So we're going to do a range check on the right fielder. Hank Aaron is a 5. He has very good range, so 5 or less. And Hank Aaron gets it. Fly ball to right field. Excellent job. Hank Aaron has excellent range, very few errors, and an average arm. All right, 2 outs, runs at first and second. Jerry Koosman's going to be up. 10 will be a strikeout for Koosman. So we're going to the bottom of the second inning with the New York Mets 1 and the Atlanta Braves 0. Drew up for the Braves is Cepeda, Gonzalez, and Boyer. 67, that is going to be a fly out. And it will be a fly out to center field. 1 out. Tony Gonzalez for Braves. And we got 60. 60 is going to be, let's see, 60 is going to be a fly out into center field. 2 outs. That's Tony Gonzalez. Now we have Clete Boyer, third baseman for the Braves. 32, and that is going to be a possible ground out. The second baseman. But we have another X chart check. 85, if any out other than K, an automatic error check. So we're going to do an error check on Boswell. Boswell's error rating is a 4. 4 or less, and it'll be an error on Boswell. No error on Boswell, yeah, it's going to be 4-3. So we're going to the top of the third inning here with the score: the Mets 1 and the Braves 0. Niekro will be pitching to G. 26, that will be a strikeout. 1 away. Next up will be Wayne Garrett for the Mets. 11 will be a strikeout for Garrett. So Niekro actually has 3 strikeouts. And now up will be Ken Boswell. And we got 29. 29 will be a ground out to the first baseman. 3 outs. Quick moving game here. All right. Bottom of the third inning. Mets lead 1-0. Jerry Koosman will be pitching to Bob Didier for the Atlanta Braves. And 0-8 will be a walk. So Didier will walk to lead off, and that's the first base runner allowed by Koosman. So Didier is on first, and now Sonny Jackson, the number 8 hitter for the Braves, is going to be up. 0-2, and that will be a walk. So Koosman is having some control problems here. He has walked the first 2 batters in the bottom of the third. Now Niekro is going to be up. Niekro has a little bit of ability to hit, so we're not going to go with the sacrifice, but the defense is doing infield in. 80 will be a hit, but Koosman takes away 3 hits. So we got 94 on the X chart. We're getting a lot of X charts. If any other than K, an automatic platoon check. So we do have a platoon check right here. So it will be an out, but we have a platoon check. And it's just a platoon advantage of 1. So the platoon check won't make an effect. So the out, I believe, is a hit becomes a fly ball. And that will be a fly out. And that will be a fly out to right field. Note to self, put out all chance. All right. Philippe Alou is going to be up. Koosman pitching to Alou. 0-7. That will be a strikeout. So that's 2 outs. We're on first and second. Now up will be Felix Milan. So Koosman switching to Milan, and the windup and the pitch. And that will be 50. And that will be a pop out to third base. 3 outs. So we're going to the top of the 4th inning here. The New York Mets won. The Atlanta Braves, nothing. The New York Mets will be up. So first up for the Mets will be Cleon Jones. Cleon Jones is the cleanup hitter for the New York Mets. And we get 70, and that will be a fly out to left field. On the way. Next up will be Ed Kranepool. And we roll the 14. 14 is a strikeout. 2 away. Now up will be Ron Swoboda for the Mets. 23, Swoboda strikes out. Niekro has 1, 2, 3, 5 strikeouts in this game. He's a little bit of a strikeout pitcher with that tricky knuckleball. So we'll go to the bottom of the 4th in a very fast-moving game so far. Jerry Koosman will pitch to Hammer and Hank Aaron. Mets leading 1-0. 0-8 will be a walk to Hank Aaron. So that's the 3rd walk given up by Koosman. And Orlando Cepeda will be up. Here's the pitch. 76 will be a deep fly ball. But we do have an error check. So it will be a deep fly ball into center fielder. And a G is a 2. So 1 or 2, it's an error. So no error. So it's going to be a fly deep into center field. So run on first. 1 out. Bottom of the 4th. Braves up. Braves are behind 1-0 to New York Mets. We roll a 12. That will be a strikeout. 2 outs. Now up will be Clete Lawyer for the Atlanta Braves. 2 outs, run on first. 36. And that will be an out. He's righty, so that will be out 5-3. Now, if he had 2 hit-by-pitch balls, plus 2 hit-by-pitch, that would have actually been a hit-by-pitch, but Koosman does not have that. So Jerry Grote will be up. So now for the Mets, top of the 5th, Jerry Grote will be up. 92. And that will be a hit into right field by Jerry Grote. 75 will be a single. So that's the 2nd hit and 2 at-bats for Grote, both singles. Bud Harrelson will be up, Grote on first. And here's the pitch. 17, Harrelson will strike out. A lot of strikeouts, 6 strikeouts so far for the Mets. Now the Coos is going to be up. We're on first. 1 out. 29 is going to be another strikeout. That is the 7th strikeout for Phil Niekro. Tony Agee is up. Wind up and the pitch. And we got 34. And that will be a ground out. But we have to do a check. 71. Is there a platoon advantage? No. So the ground out will be 5-3. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th inning now with the New York Mets ahead of the Atlanta Braves 1-0. That'll be a 16, and that'll be a strikeout. Jerry Koosman will face Sonny Jackson. And that will be a ground out to the first baseman. Next up will be the pitcher himself, Niekro. And 0-3, that will be a strikeout. So you might say we have a pitcher's duel here. Other than the leadoff home run, very little has been happening. So we're going to the top of the 6th inning. 1-0 game. So the Mets lead on the home run by Tommy Agee with the first pitch of the game. Top of the 6th, New York Mets at the Atlanta Braves in 1969. 62, that will be a line out to shortstop. 1 out. Ken Boswell. 34, that is a ground ball. And that will be hit to the third baseman, 5-3. Next up will be Leon Jones. 66, that is going to be a fly ball into right field. 3 outs. So we're going to the bottom of the 6th here. We have a 1-run game. The Mets lead 1-0. Mets lead 1-0. On the 6th. 0-2. Philippe Alou will be on. Philippe Alou will be on first base with the walk. He does have some speed, but Roti is a -15, so we're not going to try it. Felix Milan is up. And the windup. And the pitch. 30 will be a ground ball. That will be hit to the second baseman. It'll be 4-6. So we have to see if Alou can prevent the double. So it's -5. So Alou's rating, Milan's rating is 65, -5 because Harrelson has an arm. 97, so he doesn't do it. 4-6-3. Hank Aaron is going to be up. Who's going to pitch into Aaron? That will be a walk. So Aaron will be on first base. That is the 5th walk given up by Koosman in this game. We're in the 6th inning. I'm going to jinx it. Koosman hasn't allowed a hit. 65. That will be a fly ball to third base. 3 outs. Fly out to center fielder. All right, we're going to the top of the 7th. 1-0. And Koosman is up. Kranepool's up. Sorry. So Kranepool lead off. Mets leading 1-0. 69 Mets at the 69 Braves. 69 Mets are leading on the first pitch. Tommy Agee hit a home run. That's 69. That will be a fly ball. 64. That will be a fly ball into left field. 1 out. Next up will be Ron Swoboda. 89. Swoboda gets a hit. The hit's going to be hits that ball deep into center field. And the hit is going to be into center field for a single. Swoboda is on first. Brody's up. Pitch 29. 29 is going to be a possible double play. There was a 1 there, so that's going to Grote is going to hit to the third baseman. 83 is an error check. So the third baseman is Cleet Boyer. Boyer 1 through 4, and it's an error. No error. So it's 5 to 4 to 3. Bottom of the seventh inning. Koosman is pitching. Koosman has not allowed a hit yet. So, seventh inning, Koosman is pitching a no-no so far. Tony Gonzalez up. We got a 64. 64 is going to be a flyout into right field. One out. Cleet Boyer is up. Windup and the pitch. 21 is a strikeout. Cleet Boyer strikes out. Bob Didier. 21. That is going to be a possible ground out. Possible ground out to the first baseman. Is there a platoon advantage? Yes. If this is a 1, it's a hit. It is a 2. So it's not a hit. 5 to 3, and Koosman is going to bring the no-hitter into the 8th inning. So 1 to nothing. Phil Niekro is going to pitch to Bud Harrelson. Windup in the walk. Well, top of the 8th. 1 to nothing. New York Mets. Top of the 8th. Koosman's pitching a no-hitter. And Niekro's pitching to Koosman. 89. That will be a flyout, possibly. 93, but we do have a triple X check. Roll the dice. 41. If single or double, umpire calls a foul. There's no, but there is a runner on base, so I'm going to do a wild pitch check. Phil Niekro 1 to 6. It's a wild pitch. It's a wild pitch. Bud Harrelson goes to second. All right. Oh, what did I say the play on Koosman was? All right. Koosman, now that was a fly out. But, I think I forgot that. Yeah, it was a fly out. So Koosman flew out. I'm just going to, yeah. It's a fly out for Koosman, going to roll. It was a 0, so Koosman flew out into right field. 1 out, runner on second. Pitcher's duel. Tommy G is going to be up. 85. And that will be a hit for a G. 85. So the right-hander is taking it into right field. It's an opposite field hit. That will be a single into right field. There's only 1 out. The right fielder is Hank Aaron. He does not adjust the arm. So Harrelson's looking. Let's go to check. So Harrelson is looking to go from second to home on a fly to right field. It's going to be run plus 15 with the outfielder's arm at 0. So Harrelson gets home on a 70. That's 88. So Harrelson is out. 9 to 2. All right. 9 to 2. And G will hold it first. So 2 outs. Niekro pitching to Garrett. Garrett gets a hit. But we have an X play. 68 on the X chart. If out. Okay. If out, pitcher is in groove. On all hits, roll 1 die 6. So roll 1 die 6. 1. If 6, first single becomes grounder, and second, first base becomes fly out. So the hit is going to be a regular hit. and it's going to be 32, and that is going to be a single into center field. Now the center fielder is Gonzalez. He's a +5. So we're going to go first and third to center. It's going to be -15 to a G, but it's going to be +5, so it's going to be -10 to a G. So 57, no. We're going to leave it as it is. So Ken Boswell's going to be up. And it's 0-2, but Niekro is -3 walks. So that is going to be a ground ball. And there are 2 outs. So that is going to be a ground ball by Boswell to first base, G3. And he's out. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 8th inning. And Jerry Koosman's pitching a no-hitter. Bottom of the 8th inning, Koosman's pitching a no-hitter. Sonny Jackson will lead off. 38. 38 is going to be a ground ball to first baseman, G3. 1 out. Phil Niekro is going to be hitting. 73. That is going to be hit into center fielder. But we got 20, so 20 is a platoon possibility. If this is a 1, no hitter's over. Nope, fly out to center field. And Philippe Alou is going to be up. He's going to try to break up the no-hitter. 58, and that is going to be a fly ball into center fielder. 3 outs. Koosman is bringing a no-hitter into the 9th inning. What a game. All right, 1-0 game. Both these pitchers are pitching very well. Niekro is going to be pitching to Cleon Jones. 68 is going to be a fly ball into, he's a right hitter. It's going to be a fly ball into center fielder. 1 out. And Cranepool is going to be up. '71, Cranepool is going to fly into, it's going to hit a fly ball into right field. Fly in 9. 2 outs. And Ron Swoboda is going to be up. 80. Swoboda would be a hit, but Niekro takes away the hit. So, and I do hit, that is on a separate chart. And I'm going to, oh, I got it right in front of him. All right, so Niekro takes away the hit. Niekro takes away the hit. 42. We got a 1. All right, so he takes away the hit. And originally it was a hit, but now I'm just going to make it a ground ball. So 6 is going to be 6-3. All right, 1-0. We're going to the bottom of the 9th inning with Jerry Koosman pitching a no-hitter. And here's the pitch, and it's a 65. But we have a possible range check. Oh no, that's a possible out. 0-3, no range check. It's going to be an out. It's going to be a fly ball into 9 right field. Fly 9. 1 out. Jerry Koosman, 2 outs away from a no-hitter. Felix Milano. 64, fly ball into center field, but, and is there a platoon advantage? There is a platoon advantage. This is a 1. No, it's out. Fly ball into center field. All right. Here we go. 1 out away. Jerry Koosman, 1 out away. Koosman is 1 out away from a no-hitter, but he's facing Hank Aaron. Will Hank Aaron break up the no-hitter? Zeros. There is 100. It is 100. Hank Aaron gets a hit. Hank Aaron gets a hit. Oh my word. Hank Aaron breaks up the no-hitter. Well, Hank Aaron breaks up a no-hitter. 63. That will be a ground rule double. Wow. Koosman had no hitter through 8 2/3 innings. And then Hank Aaron broke it up. All right, a deep double. So now the question is, can the Braves tie it? Run on second, 2 outs. 61, and they don't. And it is going to be a fly ball into left field. Mets win 1-0. Hank Aaron breaks up a Jerry Koosman no hitter after 8 2/3 innings. Jerry Koosman had no hitter going for 8 2/3 innings, and then Hank Aaron. Was it Hank? Yeah, no, actually it was Orlando Cepeda, but that was 100. Orlando Cepeda actually breaks up the no hitter, and Orlando Cepeda is supposed to be up. 61 fly ball. So Gonzalez would have gone out anyways. And that's it. What a game. So the final score here, and I made a mistake, it was Orlando Cepeda, who was supposed to be up. But he rolled the double zero, so that would have been a hit either way. The hit for Cepeda would have been double anyways. Would have been a double anyways. So Orlando Cepeda breaks up a no-hitter by Jerry Koosman after 8 2/3 innings. And the Mets win 1-0 off a home run by Tommy Agee in the first pitch of the game. That's as close as you can get. So the New York Mets won. Mets had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits, all singles except for that home run. No error. Phil Niekro struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Phil Niekro struck out 7 through the first 5 innings, and then he struck out no more in innings 6, 7, and 8. Jerry Koosman pitched 9 innings, gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 walks, and he only gave up 1 hit. That 1 hit was in the 9th inning with 2 outs. It was to Orlando Cepeda to break up the no-hitter. Well, that's all, folks. It's been a great game. Orlando Cepeda breaks up a Jerry Koosman no-hitter after 8 2/3 innings. Have a good day.